We're going to bring in another major champion.
Let's go.
Hall of Fame, class of 2021. We bring in Conchita Martinez. Conchita, it's so nice to meet you. You got myself, Sloane Stevens, Jason Goodall, Nick Monroe. We know you're in Stuttgart. How's everything going so far?
Very good, thank you. Nice to see you all.
Conchita, thanks so much for joining us. You're calling from Stuttgart, as we said, and Mirra's going to be playing there shortly in the next couple of days. I think she plays tomorrow. You've been working with her for a year and a half. It's been amazing. She's number 7 in the world right now. You're helping her move up the world rankings so fast. What stood out the most about working with Mirra Andreeva?
Well, it's gonna be just 1 year. It's 1 year now, and I mean, she's a very nice girl, very talented, always open to work hard, to get better at things, and I think that's what stood up more. She's the open mind about just doing everything possible to get better and better every day.
Conchita, so nice to have you on the show. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I've enjoyed the progress that we've witnessed from both Mirra and you in this partnership over the course of the last year. She's made incredible strides. What surprised you most about working with Mirra?
Sorry, I have a hard time hearing you guys, but what was...
What surprised you? What has surprised you most about all of the work that you've done with Mirra?
I think the progress, I mean, especially in the last couple of months, has been, she just went up, winning Dubai, winning in Wales. I mean, that was a little bit, I don't know, I don't want to say she couldn't do it, but it was, it was a progress. And all of a sudden, it just went like skyrocket. So, yeah, it's a little bit of a surprise in a way, but the way she's been improving, also after a good preseason where you get a little bit more time to work on the things that you want to work, especially she's getting stronger, and now I feel like she, of course, can compete with the big girls. So, I mean, that's probably the progress that more, that surprised me more.
5-all, third set. Sorry, getting good. You have a follow-up?
No, well, I was just going to say, she was telling us earlier this year that one of the main goals for the season was to break into the world's top 10. She's done that already off the back of a fabulous start. So I was just wondering how important that sort of goal orientation process is for you two as a partnership, and how much you focus on process goals compared to sort of outcome goals and ranking goals and tournament goals.
Yeah, I don't really want to focus too much on the ranking. I mean, she's already broken into the top 10. I mean, for me, and I talked to her about this in Australia because, I felt like the pressure was there, and there is no need to be pressure about the ranking. I mean, as long as you try to put 100% in every day's work. I told her our goal is that you improve and you get better every day. And if you do that, then the ranking is going to come by itself.
Hold points for Goyo, hanging out with Conchita Martinez. We only have 3 teens in the top 100, and she's the youngest in the top 100. I love asking this question when we have youngsters. She's only 17 years old. Does Mirra have a driver's license? Have you ever been in the car when she's driven? I'm going to say no, she doesn't. There's no way she does.
No, she doesn't have a driver's license, and no, I haven't been in a car where she's been driven. But I think she kind of like practiced a little bit with her mom in Indian Wells. I don't know where. I hope the cops don't hear this, but. Yeah, she kind of like wanted to drive. I mean, she cannot wait. She's very, I don't know, like, what is it, 3 weeks away from her birthday. So when she gets to 18, she's going to get her driver's license. And yeah, and it will be kind of fun. Maybe not so much for me.
Mirra,
I like driving.
Mirra shows such incredible mental strength when we watch her play. I mean, it's she's amazing in these tough, long matches. But I'm just wondering also after losses, how do those conversations go with her? I was a player that needed some time after a loss before I would speak to my coach. Do you speak to her right away? Does she come to you for guidance? How do those conversations go after a loss?
Depends. It really depends on the tournament, on the time. Yeah, I had to do it a couple of ways in different matches. Depends how she is. I let her have her space. If she comes, I'm always open to talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, depending. I mean, if it's a really hard loss, I let it, go for the night, sleep over, and then the next day, we go back to business. When she's open to hear about the things that she has to improve or the things she didn't do 100% and all of that, then that's when we do it.
I thought it was fascinating when she came up to our desk in Indian Wells. We showed her clips of her reading her notes on the players, and there's cameras everywhere. We could see those on the court, and she was telling us how she writes notes about each of the matches that she's played, so she can go back to those and keep updated with all of her opponents. Whose idea was that, and what do you make of that process of taking responsibility for taking those notes and learning about the opponents that she comes up against?
Yeah, to tell you the truth, this is something that I was doing and it worked for me. I gave her a lot of suggestions she can take or do and not do. I told her this is going to help you very much when you go on and play against the same player, I don't know, like 2 weeks from now or 2 months or 3 months or whatever. So I tell her to write about the matches, write about her feelings, what worked, what didn't work. And I think she liked that. So this is what I mean. She's committed to do things that she thinks is going to help the most to improve. So this is one thing, that I suggested, and she took it and she's doing it. And she doesn't do it all the time. It's only when she needs to, right? So it's up to her then to take her notes out in a match or not. So yeah, there it is.
Love it.
Conchi, I have a question about
Hi.
Hi. So she's the youngest player that you've coached, and obviously there's so many ups and downs. Right now she's full of confidence, things are going well. She's playing amazing tennis. I know she's an amazing, oh no. Now it's match point. Sorry, Conchi.
No problem.
How are you helping her manage expectations? Obviously, there's so far for her to go. She's only 17. How are you helping her stay grounded at this point that she's on a high and everything is going amazing? How are you helping her manage that?
Well, I mean, first thing that I tell her is she needs to stay humble. She needs to keep her both feet on the ground. And actually, after Wimbledon, we spoke about getting some professional help to help with some emotions, and so she's been working with a psychologist. I think at the end of the year we started, and that has helped her very much with all this, the expectations, how to deal. And all of that. So I get help from the psychologist, and but for me, it's very important to stay humble and just how up and down is this sport. Just take it now that everything is going well, that her confidence is super high at the moment. But for me, the most important thing is to keep working hard, keep working well, take care of every detail. And if you do that, you have a better option to continue to keep this confidence for longer.
Ben Shelton has fought off another match point. That's 3. So now we got game points for Shelton. Conchita, one thing that really stuck out about your game was that you were such a low tosser on the serve. And I feel like on the WTA Tour, we have so many players that have such a high toss, trying to time it up. I'm just curious if that was something that you just learned at a young age. Do you ever have that active thought that some players are maybe tossing it a little too high?
Look, at the beginning of my career, my toss was higher. Okay. I kept getting lower and lower because I had a little bit of of the jinx with my left hand. So in the end, I have to learn another way to serve. So I'm not gonna teach that to Mirra. I think she's doing amazing with her serve right now. She has a high toss, but I feel like her rhythm is great, and she's improving also with her serve, her speed of the serve. So let's keep it like that.
Keep it there. All right.
Conchita, got a couple questions.
Do not look at your coach. That's for sure.
Conchita, got a couple questions for you. You won on every surface, such a baller on everything. You made the finals of Roland Garros. How will you have her change her game on the dirt? Because we've been talking about watching here in Munich, Ben Shelton coming forward and staying back, kind of players having to kind of dissect and change their game. Will you have her change her game on the dirt?
I think to tell you the truth, she was natural on clay. I mean, I met her 1 week before Madrid last year, and she feels very, very comfortable on the dirt, as you say.
Yeah.
And it's about knowing how to slide. That helps you a lot. I think she's doing amazing. She's moving really well. And now it's more mentally that the points are going to be longer, but the essence of your game doesn't need to change much. I still want her to be aggressive, but, the points are going to get long. So we're working a lot on variation, to be able to throw a higher ball once in a while, but always aggressive. That's all I can tell her. And whenever she has the chance to step in, even if it's play, hard, fast, whatever it is.
And Chiz knows I like to ask this question. I mean, you made it to #2 in the world. You had such a great long career. Were there any regrets that you have from your career and things that maybe you've been able to now teach Mirra Andreeva from your career through regrets and such a long career?
I don't know about regrets. Of course, I would have loved to be #1. I would have loved to win at Roland Garros. But I feel like I am way more experienced, and that I learned from those experiences. I could have done things better at some point. But yeah, these are the things you learn, and hopefully she's gonna listen when I tell her don't go that route, and it's better to go this route.
Yeah.
So far, so good. So far, she's listening. It's very pleasant to work with her, and she's very eager to do better and better. So let's see what she can get.
And before you go, Conchita, there's a question that we often ask a lot of tennis players. I was having this conversation with Sloane earlier today. She didn't know what I was talking about. If I was to say to you, what do you make of the championships? What event do you think that I'm referring to?
Well, Wimbledon, right?
Of course. As a member of the club, full marks there. Full marks.
She couldn't miss that one.
Oh, love it.
Very good, guys. And we're reliving some of the great moments here from Conchita Martinez. The first round for Mirra is going to be Marta Kostyuk. These are two players I think are two of the best movers on tour, unbelievable defenders. Maybe it's the first meeting between those two. Can we get some thoughts on that matchup for Mirra?
Well, let me tell you that Marta Kostyuk pulled out, and it's gonna be a very interesting match because
Is she playing her
they
sister?
draw two, yeah. See, they draw two lucky losers, so now she has to play her sister.
No.
I felt that coming.
Yeah.
Oh no!
It's gonna be tough. It was tough. The first time they met was in Wuhan. It didn't go Mirra's way. So that's another learning story. I mean, experience, and hopefully she's gonna deal better with her. I'm sure she's gonna deal better with her emotions, but it's not gonna be easy. So we all know when you play a sister or a brother, it's never easy. So hopefully she can deal with that better.
And how are the courts playing there in Stuttgart? Because it's indoors. Is it a little bit quicker there?
It's a little bit strange. I heard before people were sliding all over. I mean, I feel like this year you can grip a little bit better. But there is underneath the clay, there is something like wood.
Yeah.
So the ball doesn't bounce a lot. Maybe they're playing a little bit quicker, maybe, but I think it's pretty good. I mean, I haven't heard many complaints, so yeah, I think she's gonna be doing okay on the surface.
Conchita, we're so lucky to have a coach and a Hall of Famer join us on our coverage this morning. So thank you so much for the insight, talking all things Mirra, and good luck to you in the squad in the first round against the sister.
All right, thank you so much for having me.
Thanks so much,
Conchita. Good luck.
And see you.
Good luck.
See you around.